Hello there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a movie review of the movie The Alamo. This movie came out in 1960. Is it an adventure, drama, and history? It's not a biography, but it's historically, it's about a historical event, the Battle of the Alamo, the Siege of the Alamo. In 1836, Colonel William Travis defended the Alamo mission against the massive army of Mexican General Santa Anna to buy time for General Sam Houston to build and train an army to keep Texas free. And he's joined by groups including Jim Bowie and Davy Crockett. This is based on the true and historic siege. I don't know how historically accurate this movie is, but it's really good. The cast, it's got an all-star cast. John Wayne, Richard Widmark, Lawrence Harvey, Frankie Avalon, Patrick Wayne, Ken Curtis, Festus from Gunsmoke, Carlos Aruza, Denver Pyle, Richard Boone. It's got so many really great actors in here. Whenever I do these, I try to do a standout, but it's tough because there's so many great ones, and everybody does an outstanding job. You can't say any one person was a standout with this one because everybody relies on everybody else, and everybody had screen time, and everybody did everything brilliantly. I mean, you can't really argue with it, but it's just a great movie. I like to think that this was one of the first movies of historical significance that I watched when I was a little kid. It may not have been, but this is the one I remember, and it boggles my mind that a lot of people think this is just a movie, that it didn't really happen, and it did. Americans, especially Texans, will tell you that this. Here's the sad part. I know a lot of people born in other countries who know more about this than a lot of Americans do. You ask a Texan about the Battle of the Alamo, they can give you everything. They'll tell you all about it because that's their history and they're proud of it, and rightly so. This is one of the turning points in that war, the war for Texas independence. Santa Anna had this massive army, and he was just going to come up and just clean Sam Houston's clock, and there wasn't nothing anybody could do about it. So Colonel Travis planted himself and his troops at the Alamo, and they had a bunch of other groups come in, including Tennessee people, Davy Crockett, Jim Bowie, people like that. These people came in, they formed a united front, and held Santa Anna for 13 days and bled him. They bled him so bad. Santa Anna lost a lot more troops taking the Alamo than he should have, and than what was practical for him to do. And by the time he actually did take it, Sam Houston was able to put a force together to go do his thing. And that's a greatly abridged version of it, but my wife could probably tell you a lot more about it than I could. But you got to see this movie. It's just a great movie. Well acted. I've been told, and it kind of makes sense, because you can see some bloopers in making this movie. You know, dead men moving, different things like that. But the shots that they staged were so big with so many extras, there's going to be bloopers. You can't get around it. The ones you laugh at are when John Wayne makes one, or when Lawrence Harvey, the guy who played Travis, when he makes one. That's those are the funny ones. The rest of them you kind of sort of understand because they're coordinating a lot of people. I mean, there was a lot of extras, thousands and thousands of people. But when you coordinate that many, there's going to be bloopers, so you expect it. But the funny ones are when you see John Wayne step on somebody's hand, or Lawrence Harvey, his character falls dead and he moves his hand over to keep it from getting stepped on, that kind of thing. But all in all, this is a really great movie. If you get the chance to see it, from 1960, the movie is The Alamo. And it's one of the best movies ever made. And anybody who denies that obviously ain't playing with a full deck. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.